Hi, my name is Julie Yasai Smith. I'm half American and half Hungarian. My dad is from Hungary, and I'm going to talk to you about the Hungarian side of my family to help you understand the cultures and values that I was brought up on. But first, I have to give you a brief history lesson on Hungary. From 1867 through 1918, Hungary was part of the Austria-Hungary Empire. After World War I, Austria-Hungary split up into 11 nations. Many people became displaced, and Hungary is a much smaller country now. After World War II, Hungary was on the losing side of the war, and the Soviet Union became a military presence in Hungary and occupied Hungary for approximately 10 years, which they lived under a communist regime. On October 23, 1956, there was a student rally against the Soviet occupation. This became the Hungarian Revolution. 5 days later, the Russian army left Hungary and the borders were open. Unfortunately, 6 days later, 1,000 Russian tanks rolled into Budapest. During the 6 days the borders were open, my dad defected from Hungary and came to the U.S. And even though he had his parents' blessing, he thought he would never see them again. When he came to the U.S., he was an immigrant who couldn't speak English. The short story is, he became very successful. Even before my dad became a U.S. citizen, he did serve in the U.S. Army. This is what I've learned so far. I'm extremely patriotic. The U.S. is the best country to live in. I completely understand why people want to immigrate to the U.S. They just want a better life. My dad is a perfect example that this is the land of opportunity. However, he never received government support and he became a U.S. citizen. Another thing that I learned is that family always comes first and to respect your elders. When we go back to Hungary, the very first thing that we always have to do is go visit my grandparents' grave. I love talking with foreigners. I love to hear about their culture and their country, and I feel very comfortable with foreigners because I grew up with foreigners. I traveled to Europe many times and I just got back from Greece. My biblical worldview is that we are more similar with each other than we are dissimilar, and if we could just focus on that, we as a world just might eventually get along.